In 1 Kings chapter 19, we find the story of Elisha. Elisha's a farmer, day in, day out, farming his land. His life is idyllic, but he dreams of more. Every day when he plows the fields with his oxen, he pretends that the oxen are lightning and he is thunder. He's just plowing with his oxen, but in his mind, he's doing it with great energy. When he bathes in the ice-cold stream, he pretends that he's calling forth hail and snow. So here he is, a lone farmer with a little plot of land, but he's preparing his energy. He doesn't know how, he doesn't know when, he doesn't know if he's going to hit the lotto or if grace is just going to fall down from the sky one day, but every now and then he loses hope, he starts binge eating ice cream, but then he gets up again and plows his oxen. He just keeps building hope. And his neighbors ask, "Hey, Elisha, what up?" And he says, "Plowing." They're like, "Same thing every day?" He says, "I'm doing it with hope." And they snark, "Seriously, dude, you're just plowing your oxen." And he says, "On the surface, it's plowing. Underneath, it's hope." And they're like, "Whatever, dude." When Elisha looks in the mirror each day, he's like, "Good job plowing oxen today, buddy. Good job building hope." And finally, one day, it hits. And God says to him, a message of hope. And Elisha's like, "Oh, Lord, finally. Oh, you called. What's the message?" And God is like, "You." Elisha's like, "Yes, me. What is the message?" And God is like, "You're the message." Elisha's like, "Okay." God is like, every time you go to yoga, you're the message of hope. And Elisha's like, "Yoga? Like, you mean after I plow my oxen on Tuesdays and Thursdays?" And God is like, "Yes, because you're fat. And when Mildred sees you, you give her hope. She thinks, if this fat guy can do it, I can." Elisha's like, "Mildred, the cat lady?" God is like, "She feeds my cats." Elisha's like, "How many cats do you have?" And God is like, "In Israel right now, 60,000, but Mildred takes care of 19 of them." And Elisha's like, "Oh, well, I've been thinking about that, praying actually how to lose weight. I mean, that's why I go to yoga." And God is like, "Well, you can't lose weight. No matter how much you diet, I'm keeping you fat." And Elisha's like, "Why?" And God is like, "I need you to be the message of hope for a little while longer. I'm trying to fix Mildred's hip, and yoga is the only thing that's working." And Elisha's like, "I have to be fat in order to be the message of hope." And God is like, "Hey, I saw you plowing oxen the other day." And Elisha's like, "Yeah?" And God is like, "I know you've been asking to be anointed as a prophet." And Elisha's like, "Oh, oh, please. Oh, I've been practicing stomping my feet with thunder." And God is like, "Do you want this crown?" And Elisha's like, "Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me." God is like, "Are you ready?" And Elisha's like, "Oh, I've been waiting my whole life." And God is like, "When I put it on you, light is going to shoot out of your head." And Elisha's like, "Oh, rivers must go where they can ramble. Eagles must go where they can fly." And all Elisha can see is a bed of roses. God says to Elisha, every time you show up, you are a message of hope. Every time you struggle against all odds, you are a message of hope. Every time you feed a stray animal, you water a thirsty tree, you are a message of hope. Elisha's like, "I can feel the hope. I can feel it." And God is like, be the message of hope. Be the message of hope. You, the messenger of hope for yourself. Every day, your job is to give yourself hope. And the rest is biblical history. God tells Elijah, the most powerful prophet in the world, to anoint Elisha as his successor. And Elisha kicks ass. He's feeding the hungry, curing leprosy, leading a blind Syrian army into Samaria. And just like how he used to plow the oxen, he's doing it by being a message of hope.